What's up, everybody? So today I am just showing you how I cut um, when I do a bob. Now I'm gonna be just straight up right off the bat. I did not go to cosmetology school, nor do I hold a license. I simply do this as somewhat of a hobby for my friends and my family or whatever. And everything that I learned, I have taught myself. So, with that being said, I do not use the proper methods that are taught in beauty school. Um, I appreciate if you have feedback or would like to give me a tip, but I would not appreciate it, or I would appreciate it if you would not criticize my techniques and the way that I do things, because I know that they're not by the book per se. So, with that being said, this is how I cut. I don't cut right, and I cut as I go. Sometimes it comes out perfect, and sometimes I ain't gonna lie, I jack it up. And I just have to make sure that I'm very thorough and I'm precise when I am cutting. I should probably cut from the bottom, as far as sectioning the top part of the hair off and then cut, but I don't. I just do it based on how I see it. So what she's getting is an asymmetrical bob. Basically, she wants one side shorter than the other. And when I first started cutting, it was a little hard for me to tell where the shorter side would fall. So you'll see me go back and, shape it up a little bit. But if you're new to cutting, then sometimes that's just what you have to do. The main thing to remember when you are cutting is that you don't want to make straight across strokes, but you want to kind of move your scissors back and forth, or up and down, and up and down motion as you're cutting, so you avoid that straight across type of cut. Also, you always want to start off cutting the hair longer than desired, because if you cut it too short, you can't go back, obviously. So you want to start off, if you don't know exactly where you want it to fall, you want to start off cutting and then using your flat iron or whatever your curling utensil is to, curl it. That way you can see where it's going to fall after it's curled. And I used to do that a lot when I first started cutting. I would cut a little bit, curl it, see where it falls, straighten it back out, cut. It took a long time, but it taught me how to, you know, use kind of eye where I wanted to cut. But now I just, I can eyeball it without doing that. And so I normally cut all of it and then curl. And if I need to make changes or tweak it, I do so. So you'll see me going back a lot. You see that little area where I really kind of messed up, but I'm gonna fix it, and the hair is gonna be shorter right there anyway, so you won't even notice it by the time I finish. So now I'll just kind of bump it a little bit to see what it's looking like after I use my straightening utensil or my flat iron. And it's starting to take shape. And again, I don't use the correct methods for using my flat iron. I just do it how I know how to do it. And um, what you'll notice is when you're layering hair, obviously you want the hair on top to be shorter. So I noticed that it's falling around the same length as the bottom of the hair. And I'm going to go back in and do some more cutting so that it falls in layers. So that's what I'm doing here. It's just in an upward motion, kind of doing a little bit more cutting to get it a little straighter. To get it a little more layered. Again, avoid cutting straight across when you're cutting, because if so, you'll have a very blunt cut and it won't look layered at all. And when you get ready to curl it, the hair will be very thick in the spot that the hair stops. So and I just continue to kind of curl it to the side just to see where it's falling now. And you may have to try it a few times just to kind of get it right and see exactly how you want it to behave. Again, I curl the hair backwards. So I use my flat iron and it's facing in a, it is positioned in a vertical position, and I curl it backwards. I curl it going towards the back, if you can notice. I don't curl straight, I don't curl under, I curl to the side so that it falls, like it's feathered. Cutting is very unique, and I'm sure when I do go to school, the way that I do it is completely incorrect, I'm sure. And I'll probably learn the correct technique, but for now, this is what works for me. Um, and I've been perfecting how I cut as long as I've been doing hair. So therefore, I do I do it, the way it is best for me. And the scissors that I use are not anything professional or, any type of expensive scissors. I honestly use the scissors from the beauty supply store, which that will be my next investment, some really nice sharp scissors. But for now, I use what I have. They seem to do the job pretty good. Now I'm just going under and shaping that side up. So I'm just pulling the hair to the side and just kind of cutting upwards to make that hair um, shorter. My camera died, but this is the final look. So we have it layered on one side, a little shorter on the other side to give kind of a shorter bob effect. And that is it, guys. Stay tuned for the pictures. They are coming up.